Yes, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, another Daaaft video where I give my takes as a follower or a fan of Arsenal Football Club. Hope you guys are having a beautiful and fantastic day. Hope you've had a fantastic day if you're in the evening, but if you're in Canada, US, I'm sure you guys are having a fantastic day. If you're watching it in the morning, hey, hope you guys had a wonderful night's sleep, basically. But anyways, I'm here to do a quick video reacting to Jamie Carragher. Jamie Carragher, one of the most popular pundits. He's everywhere. He's on Sky Sports. He's on CBS Golasso. He's everywhere, you know. But the interesting thing for me is his takes on Arsenal. Like, sometimes he's saying he wants us not to win the league, but within his commentary, you can see that he doesn't really believe what he's saying. So let's the key question for today is he real or is he just being a pundit? You know, we'll play different clips and we'll talk about it. As usual, do us a favor, press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you're yet to do so, and leave your own comments in the comment section below. Thank you, and big up to everyone that subscribed. Big up to everyone that continues tuning in. Please press the like button. Thank you very much. So let's go with the first video. This first video is not really about Jamie Carragher, but he's in there. He's in there somewhere. All right, this video was one that dropped in December 2025. It's about Giroud talking about the title race.
That Arsenal are going to end this long wait.
Hopefully, I wish them, but usually we used.
Let me take it back to the beginning.
Is this the season that Arsenal are going to end this long wait?
Hopefully, I wish them, but usually we used to get nervous around February or March. And I remember when Leicester won the title in 2016, we collapsed a little bit in that time. So if Arsenal is able to keep the rhythm and the race with City probably until mid-March, I would say.
Olivier, can I ask you, when you say how it affected you?
First things first, right? Giroud, yeah, let's not even talk about him, right? That season, Ozil was about to break the goal scoring record and he went on a goal drought from like January until the last day of the season or something, right? So he should not even talk about that season as if Arsenal players had problem. No, you were the problem, Giroud. You were the problem. You were the problem. That Welbeck was injured, we're counting on you. Did not happen, right? But anyways, he was about to say that if Arsenal continues until mid-March, maybe they'll win the league. Jamie interrupted to ask this question, this vital question.
Mentally at that stage, you're talking about the squad of players in the dressing room, or are you talking about actually the crowd and sort of the atmosphere and everyone getting a little bit nervous about actually losing what they had?
I'm talking about us, the players, and statistically, and you can see in the records, even the previous years, last year and 2 years ago, Arsenal was there until a certain period or where they lost the race for the title because they were not consistent enough, maybe at this time, February or March.
Well, March is almost over and Arsenal is still consistent and hopefully they win the league. Hopefully they win the league. That is what we can hope for. I think it's going to happen and I'm sure you guys do too. Right, so that was Jamie Carragher. There he was just doing pundit job. Just interrupted Giroud to ask him, was it the players that were feeling some type of way or was it the managers and all of that? So let's put that to the side. Now let's talk about Jamie Carragher. Let's listen. The reason why I'm doing this video is because of this clip from Monday Night Football.
I think it's very strange, and maybe it's the same at the weekend with the. I think it's very strange, and maybe it's the same at the weekend with the Carabao Cup final. When you have a team like, say, Manchester City, or that was maybe Manchester United in the past, who dominate an era, most neutrals want the not the underdog, but the team who's sort of battling with them. You don't want to see them win again. It doesn't feel like there is that feeling with Arsenal and Manchester City. I think a lot of sort of, maybe even Manchester United fans and Liverpool fans, even though they've, you know, City's the local rival for United and Liverpool have been fighting City for titles, are almost looking and thinking, I might rather Manchester City win it than Arsenal. There is something about Arsenal and the way they've gone about it, whether you like it or not, whether it's the style of football, whether it's Arteta on the side of the pitch, whether it's what Hertel was saying, these type of things. There is something about them. Maybe it's the fan base on social media gets a little bit of criticism that maybe rubs people up the wrong way.
Right. So he's saying that critics don't want Arsenal to win the league, right? They don't want Arsenal to win the Carabao Cup final. Maybe it's because of the fans, all of that. Now, the way he said that, you would think that he was one of the people that has been calling for Arsenal to win everything this season. But in reality, that is not the case. He's saying people usually will be supporting the underdog, right? In this match, or in the Carabao Cup final, City are actually the underdog. So people are supporting the underdog, but he wants Arsenal to be the underdog for some reason and to claim that, you know, people are not supporting Arsenal, people don't want them to win, whereas he's one of those people. And receipt after receipt after receipt, we are going to go through them. So let me take this one now. Like I said, this was the trigger. This was the trigger for the series of video that I'll be playing.
Season of Arsenal and what they need.
So this is Jamie Carragher after Arsenal lost to Liverpool at the start of the season, I think second or third game of the season, right? So this is what he had to say at that time. Listen.
There's a lot of talk last season of Arsenal and what they needed, and it was they need someone up front to finish the chances that they create. I've never believed Arsenal's problem was finishing. Arsenal's problem is creating. That was the problem for them last season. They don't create enough. You can look at sort of the goals they scored, their XG, the numbers, it's all there in black and white. And I felt from last season, Arsenal needed to sort of shift slightly, become more proactive with the ball. So you bring Zubamendi in on the ball. Okay, you bring the guy up front. Eze's come in. It's only 3 games, but in the 2 away games,
Yeah, apologies about that. That's just my video glitching.
Creating. That was the problem for them last season. They don't create enough. You can look at sort of the goals they scored, their XG, the numbers, it's all there in black and white. And I felt from last season, Arsenal needed to sort of shift slightly, become more proactive with the ball. So you bring Zubamendi in on the ball. Okay, you bring the guy up front. Eze's come in. It's only 3 games, but in the 2 away games that we've seen Arsenal this season, nothing has changed. Heavily reliant on set pieces, don't create anything in open play, and are the best team in Europe for me defensively.
I think it's great when you...
Right, so far you've heard him say there, Arsenal best defensively, up top, not the greatest, but from last season, finishing was not the problem. Like goal scoring was not the problem. They needed creators. That is his stance. Okay, fair enough. Third game of the season, you're expecting something to change style of play wise. You did not see that. But he said this, but I don't know whether he doesn't watch his own clips or he doesn't remember what he says, because it comes out of his mouth. I'm like, is someone telling you to say these things or you actually believe it? So this is him.
Mental strength. I think they lack. I don't think Arsenal lack mental strength.
They don't lack mental strength.
I think they lack quality.
They lack quality.
I think
is that
in attacking areas. Do they have a genuine superstar in the attack? I've always had this feeling with Arsenal. I've said this for a number of years, and I've always felt that was
the previous video, start of the season. He had a feeling the Arsenal problem was not finishing. The problem was not finishing, was creating, and now he's had a feeling that Arsenal don't have finishers. I don't understand.
Had this feeling with Arsenal. I've said this for a number of years, and I've always felt that was the reason why they didn't go on and win the Premier League. You think of what Mo Salah did last season for Liverpool. You think of what Haaland's done for Man City, or Kevin De Bruyne of the past. And I do think Arsenal lack that type of player. And when I look at the Premier League right now, I don't necessarily think Arsenal have got much better in the last sort of couple of years. I actually think Liverpool and Man City have dropped off, really. So I still think Arsenal will win the league. I still think they are the best team.
Right. So someone please explain to me what just happened here. Right. Is this an analysis of a team that he thinks is going to win the league? That team that he said has not changed in the last couple of years. He said Arsenal has not improved at all. Man City and Liverpool fell off. Is that true? Is that true? That's number one. Number two, the previous clip he was saying the Arsenal problem was not finishing. And in this video, he's going on to quote name all of the finishers from different teams. So make up your mind, bro. Is Arsenal's problem finishing? Is Arsenal's problem not finishing? Do you want Arsenal to win the league or Arsenal not good enough? They've not improved in the last couple of years. You have to make up your mind, big man, because this is becoming very, very confusing to me. Right? He says one thing, but on the other hand, gives reason why it's not going to happen. You can say that is punditry, but it is confusing. Pick a stance, bro. You can't be in the middle. You have to choose one side. Unfortunately, there's other videos of him saying something similar about Arsenal.
I felt that this would stop them winning the Premier League, but I don't think it will this season.
Again, he thinks he's going to stop Arsenal from winning the league, but not this season.
Arsenal, and I've always felt this would stop them winning the Premier League, but I don't think it will this season. They don't have a genuine superstar at the top end of the pitch. They don't have someone who's going to do what Salah did last season, or what Haaland did for Manchester City, or what a Hazard did for Chelsea. They lack that player. And what's really interesting is, halfway through the season, or if you picked it right now, I picked a team of the season so far. When have you ever seen a team at the top of the table who've been a top by 6 or 7 points, but if you were picking the best team in the Premier League so far, you wouldn't have one of their players in the front four? That is not normal. That would never happen. The best team in the league would always have at least one, maybe two players in the team of the season, and Arsenal don't have that right now, and that plays into the fact that they don't have a genuine superstar, as I said, at the top end of the pitch.
Okay, so he thinks that this would stop Arsenal not having a finisher at the top in the front four, but at the same time, this season it's not going to stop them. So, which is it? Is the lack of strikers stopping them or not stopping them? That's what I don't understand. Can someone please help me? Please help me understand it in the comments, I beg. Please, thank you, because this guy is beginning to turn my head. I try not to listen to him much, but when it comes out with stuff like I want us not to win the league, but at the same time give reasons why they should not be winning the league, it doesn't make any sense to me. Here he is again. Another video of him saying he wants us to win the league, but at the same time hoping someone else does it. This one is quite linked to the Carabao Cup at the weekend.
Still believe they'll go on. You look at those fixtures, they look favourable for Man City, but I'm sure if when we put Arsenal's up, it'll be pretty much the same. And we're talking about Arsenal still having to go to City. I think the Carabao Cup final is a huge moment for both teams, and I think if Manchester City won that, because then a lot of talk would be, oh, Arsenal can't get over the line again, another trophy. Even if if City could cut that by a point or two round about then and could beat them in the Carabao Cup final, I think psychologically that would be huge for Manchester City in that run. And I think Arsenal are the best team. I think they've got the best squad. I still believe they'll go on and win the league. But I'm just thinking where City can get a little chink at them. And for me, I think it's almost better for Man City that they're playing Arsenal than Chelsea in the final. Just for that reason, psychologically. And you look at those fixtures.
Right. So he thinks Arsenal are going to win the league, but he thinks he thinks Arsenal are going to win the league. They're the best team, but he thinks City are going to beat Arsenal. So I don't understand. Which one is it, Mr. Jamie? Please make up your mind. It's confusing to us. Arsenal are the best team. I want them to win the league, but City, they're very, very close. If they drop if they gain points and they beat Arsenal at the final, it will help City psychologically. Bro, analyze what you're saying. Analyze what you're saying, not if, buts, and maybes, and who you like. It is a lot. Let Storage be the one to talk about City. Like, you're a Liverpool fan. You struggled. Your team struggled against Pep. You would think that he should be on Arsenal's side. But he always says, I want Arsenal to win the league because he doesn't want any backlash from Arsenal fans, but then go on to say the reasons why he doesn't want them to win the league. Again, round and round in circles. Yes, another video similar to this one. Similar to this one, where he says, I want us not to win the league, but you can say that he really wants Man City to win the Carabao Cup.
Into over the next couple of weeks, I would say Manchester.
Bear with me. Yeah, there we go.
Into over the next couple of weeks, I would say Manchester City's fixtures are slightly favourable. So I think that sort of gap that Arsenal have got right now, that is 5 points, but in reality it's probably 2 points with the game in hand. I could see that closing before they play each other in the actual Carabao Cup final, which is obviously before the big league game. But yeah, there's still a long way to go. I think we're not quite into March yet. And I think Sir Alex Ferguson, the guy who knows it better than anybody, a title running, he always spoke about dropping points in March and April, almost feeling like you can't rectify that. There's not enough time, basically. So we're getting very close to that part of the season.
Right. See the joy on his face when he thinks City could close the gap. That time it was 5 points clear with a game in hand. And now it's 9 points with a game in hand. So I don't know if this smirk is still on his face or he's hoping that Arsenal are just going to lose 3 games in a row. I'm sure he's winning. He's hoping psychologically City beats Arsenal and then Arsenal drop like 3 games in a row. And at the Etihad, the game is the season is over. That's what he's hoping for, because he doesn't sound like someone that's actually rooting for us now, bro. But if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. But that's enough about Jamie Carragher. Let's listen to people that know what they're talking about. We start with the legend, Henry. When Henry speaks, you guys to listen, isn't it?
What this man is doing. A lot of people, you have to respect what this man is doing.
You have to.
A lot of people are talking at the moment. I don't even know if they won the league as a player or as a coach.
Is this a subliminal to the man sitting next to him? I think it is. I think it's a subliminal to him, and because this is Sky Sport, right? Monday Night Football is to. I think it's a subliminal to Carragher and Neville as well. Let's play it again. Why not? This part was very, very nice for me.
You have to respect what this man is doing. A lot of people are talking at the moment. I don't even know if they won the league. As a player or as a coach. So, you know, it's easy to speak. And I've been a coach for 1 second. It's not an easy one. They backed him up, and I'm sure he wants to give something back for the trust that he had. You have to.
Yeah, bro. They've backed him up, and it's going to happen. It is going to happen. Hopefully, he starts with the Carabao Cup on Sunday, and hopefully, it's also, whatever happens, we win the league. And he repays that. Even the fans have been patient as well. Like, let it happen. Long time. But final of the final clip I'm playing for this episode is by
the best team right now in the world.
His former boss, his mentor. Let's hear what he has to say about Arsenal, and I'm going to round up on this. Like I said, please do us a favor, press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or yet to do so, and give us your own thoughts in the comment section below. What does Pep think about Arsenal Football Club? What does he think, really and truly? Not the likes of Jamie Carragher, not the likes of Paul Scholes, not the likes of every negative derby that wants Arsenal to lose. Let's hear a real coach, one of the top coaches in the world. Have enough with the hype. Let's hear it.
Carabao Cup, so the best team right now in the world. So look in Champions League, look in the Premier League, look in FA Cup, in Carabao Cup. So it's the best team right now, and hopefully we can be close and getting better, and give us one chance, you know, to catch them. Carabao Cup, so the best team right now in the world.
Yeah, that's where we end it. We are by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Right? Arsenal, best team in the world. You heard it from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Pep Guardiola. Yes, on that note, I'm going to say have a fantastic day. And I'll catch you after the game. I'm going to catch you after the game. Hopefully it's going to be a win. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for the mighty Arsenal. I want us to do it in full time, not in penalties, because that would just be too much for us. Let's do it in the 90 minutes, okay? Yes, let us know your own predictions as well in the comments below. But like I said, have a fantastic weekend, and I will catch you after the game. Peace, people.
Oi, subscribe. Press subscribe. Thank you.